This is an expression. It doesn't quite mean immediately, doesn't quite mean right away. It means
Visible.
it means fast. It means we want it done soon, but when you can do it, it's an expression, ASAP. Yeah, ASAP. Now, I want to talk about this little funny word here, as. We have two of them in there.
Yes.
As soon as possible. Now, let's take a look down here. We're going to use it again. Okay. This is using as,
When.
talking about time. When you can do it. When. Now we have as here. As your teacher,
Like.
As your teacher, I like to tell you.
the word as is telling us my position. Okay.
Like position.
Yeah. Notice I put it in front. As your teacher, comma, I like to help you, or I can put it at the end.
I like to as Tuma. That. That's my position.
You're more awake than I am. Only one.
Only one.
My position or my time. It's sort of like the word tells us a position or time, and often used in comparing things. It has a Z sound. As. You're British, so you have a nice British accent. What's up for a second? Good morning. You have one of these. Two here and I know. We're going to review because of the information. She didn't call me yet. I'm going to text her right now.
Yes, the result.
you want the solution?
Here's a little as conversation.
How fast
Oh.
can I go?
How fast
I go.
can I go?
Question. Answer.
As fast
As fast as you can.
As fast as.
As fast as.
Yep. Notice.
How much can
Can
I
I
buy? As much as you like.
as fast as much as soon as many as.
As much as.
We all get this?
1 second.
yesterday, we mentioned about a street change in the names of streets. And, quick hand over here. Some of these are common, some not so much. And just so that we all know, okay, abbreviations. What's the abbreviation for street?
ST.
Okay.
Avenue.
Avenue.
V.
Boulevard.
R.
Bowl. Bullet.
Road.
Road.
RD.
D. Freeway.
FWY.
Double.
FWY.
Highway.
HW1.
Drive.
DR.
Lane.
LN.
L.
L. LA. LE. LN.
LN. Okay. Remember, a couple of these can be tricky. This one, street, goes at the end, but if you see ST at the beginning, what does it mean?
T.
At the end. Okay.
On the end.
Trowbridge Street.
Sun.
Saint.
J.
Yes. 2 blocks down, St. Aubin Street. Okay? So you'll notice on the sign, it says that's what it says on the sign, right there. ST Aubin. It doesn't mean Street Aubin. It means St. Aubin. Yes. St. Aubin. Someone from the church, person who is dead and given honor, St. Aubin. This one, Avenue. Usually there is a, to let you know about maps, usually there is a pattern. Do we know pattern? What does pattern mean? What do I mean by a pattern? Things over and over again. The pattern of something. So when we have here's our city. We want to keep people from getting, to help them find things. Remember, we didn't always have GPS. So some cities would do this. They'd say, aha, all these are streets. going this way. Well, the ones going this way pattern. So here in Hamtramck, I noticed, I was paying attention today, and when you're on the expressway, you see the east-west big streets are called avenues. Carpenter, do you know Carpenter? Carpenter Avenue. Kniff, do we know Kniff? Kniff Avenue. Do we know Holbrook? Holbrook Avenue. All parallel. What does parallel mean? Parallel. These are parallel lines. They keep going and they don't meet.
Parallel maps, Kniff Street.
Kniff is an avenue.
No, street in Google Maps.
Well, I'm just letting you know that there is a pattern. If you're on the expressway, on I-75 freeway, and you want to get off, there is a sign that says Kniff Avenue. And then there's a sign that tells you want to get off at Holbrook, you get off Holbrook Avenue. Google Maps. Google Maps is just what someone put in. Someone put it in. And maybe, just to let you know that there are patterns to this. It's called parallel line grid, where there's a network that you can follow. So anyway, usually there's a pattern, and usually certain streets, the things we write on, that are a little bit special, bigger, more important, more business on them, will be avenue. Usually, an avenue is bigger than a street. So for example, very close to us, there is Woodward Avenue. Do we know Woodward?
Yes. Woodward, yeah.
Woodward is an avenue. It's a big street that goes from Detroit down to Pontiac. And then this one is very French, a boulevard.
Big street.
It's bigger even, and usually a boulevard will have a street going that way and a street going this way, and in the center, trees, flowers, a boulevard. Very, very French, very much city-like. This road, just usually in a place where they're here, like here in Hamtramck, you've got street, 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 street. But in some places, you have a road and then maybe a whole mile for the next road.
Like Fort Road.
Freeway, no stops.
No stops.
Highway, some stops. And then this is drive. Another one like street. At the end, it means drive. DR means drive. If it's in front, what does it mean?
Right.
Doctor.
Yes, that's GPS.
Doctor.
Romeo.
Martin Junior.
Right.
Right.
A road. Something you drive on. In front,
Doctor.
at the end.
Yeah. but no right name. How near drive or doctor?
In front or at the end?
The end is right.
The
Pardon?
yes,
God is doctor.
In front, it's going to be doctor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Driver is left.
The last year is right.
If it's at the end, it means
In the end, it's
drive.
a right.
You never put the title at the end. So for example, I'm a Mr. Mr. Mike.
Mr. Safran.
You would not say Mike Mr.
No. It's not correct.
It's just not done. It's just the rule. Yeah. This one is not common here, but some places where it's quite beautiful, oh, scenery, beautiful, they say, oh, we're not going to say street or avenue, we're going to say a drive. Very nice. Here in Detroit, between 7 Mile and 8 Mile, there is a road that goes around the city. Do you know Belle Isle?
Yeah.
From Belle Isle all the way to southwest Detroit, there is a road, and it's called Outer Drive. Outer Drive, and it goes a drive all the way around the city.
Outer Drive.
So, and this one is usually a small subdivision with houses, and people don't have, it's not easy to go from one square to another, and it's, you don't see it too often here, but lane. Yeah, lane. I can't think of any here in Hamtramck, but there are some further out that I've seen. So these takeaways. Okay, and then of course the abbreviations. Now, yesterday we talked about Holbrook Avenue having a new name, Palestine Avenue. Honorific name. What does that mean? Honorific. From honor, the word honor. Yes. So if you look on Google Maps, it won't change. But it does on the street signs. Honorific name. So just a little bit about these names. How about this one? Hamtramck. Where did that name come from? Hamtramck. Any idea?
Polish.
Pardon?
Polish.
Many people think that. But Hamtramck is named, oh, I forgot his first name. But anyway,
French. John Francisco.
Francis,
John Francis Hamtramck.
Jean Francis,
Yes.
Jean-Francois.
Francois Hamtramck. War hero. Wow.
Gian Francis.
This means Hamtramck.
Pardon?
The past was
That was
French.
his family name.
As a family name.
Hamtramck.
Hamtramck.
That was his family name, Hamtramck. Jean-Francois
Sure.
Hamtramck. And what did he do? He was a French Canadian.
French.
What does that mean, a French Canadian?
Hamtramck was part of
French
Canada.
What?
Was part of Canada.
Remember, I told you on that map about the English,
Yeah, yeah.
this is mine, and the French said, no, no, this is mine, this is mine.
France.
So the French
It's coming to
came
Canada.
through Canada, which is why in Quebec, what do they speak in Quebec?
French.
French. In Montreal, Montreal,
Maria.
they speak French. So he came here and helped.
Why?
Oh.
Adnim Stack.
Fight the British
In Hamtramck.
here in Detroit. And who was fighting the British here in Detroit?
Indians?
When with the American Revolution. Oh.
So in other words, he worked for George Washington, who was the big
First.
Leader.
First president.
He was, before he was president, he was the leader of the army. So, anyway, he was from France, or he was from Canada, spoke French, and Canada at that time was still struggling. Is it going to be French? Is it going to be English? And he came here and he sided with the American Revolution. Oh, you made it! We were wondering. We were concerned that you didn't get enough sleep. So, well, glad you're here. So he helped the Americans fight the British, and the Americans won.
Yeah.
The American Revolution.
Yep.
What year was that?
1776.
(1776). It lasted a few years, but this is when it started. 1776. He helped the Americans kick out the British. Just to remind you a little bit about where you're living here in Hamtramck. People have been living here for about 10,000 years. And so, who was here first? The Native Americans. Then who came? Who came?
European.
The Europeans. Detroit was a French city, Detroit. So it was a French city. And then the English and the French, boom, 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 fight. And the English won and kicked out the French. And then the Americans said, we don't like the British either. We want our own country, and they kicked out the British. So that's where Hamtramck got its name. When we think, most people think that Hamtramck must be a Polish name. But the Polish, now remember, after the war, the American government gave Hamtramck land. You can have part of this area. It was his. And When you think of Hamtramck, it goes from Carpenter down to the viaduct, the south side, and then to the west side to the expressway, and then over here to the east. No. Hamtramck used to be a huge part of what is now Wayne County. From here down to the river, all part of Hamtramck. So, Mr. Hamtramck was a very wealthy man. So he was given this in honor of his fighting against the British during the Revolution. We also have some other names that we notice here. The word Holbrook. That was Holbrook Avenue. How did that get its name?
Holbrook.
It was a man. Yeah. DeWitt Holbrook. In the 1800s, when they were developing the city, he was a farmer and became very prominent and named after him. I don't know about Kniff, but I do know about the big street. What is the main street in Hamtramck? The main street.
Conan.
Not Conan. Joseph Campo. Joseph Campo is a French name. Remember the French? In the 1700s and before that, this was a French area. And so he was a big landowner and so on. So these places are named, many of them are named after people. Some names are named after what they look like. So for example, like this one. How did that get its name?
French.
What?
French.
A Native American person, a chief. Yes. Very important Indian chief. The city of Pontiac is named after him. Pontiac. And how about Detroit?
French.
It's a French name, Detroit. It has to do with the river. Have you been downtown?
Yep.
Where you can go at the edge of Detroit and look across, and you can see Canada, where the river gets close together, and then it spreads out again. The straits, yeah. the narrows there. Detroit, forgot exactly what it means, but it's how it looks. How about this one? This is where I live. Royal Oak. What is oak?
Wood.
Wood. Trees. See that wood over there in the back? The good hard wood is from oak trees.
Trees.
It's
And
like English name. Royal.
yes, they were the oak trees from England, and they brought them to what is now Royal Oak, and they planted them because they said, we like these trees.
Right.
So different names have different origins. From people, how it looks, many different reasons. And so they do change from time to time. The one thing that you know here about Michigan is that when you go north, we have mile roads. Do we know 6 mile, 7 mile, 8 mile, 9 mile, and so on and so forth? And if you look at a map of Michigan, you will see it's squares. Where they were marked off. And some of them still keep their names, but after 36 Mile Road, they start giving it a regular name. Just a little bit about maps, how they're constructed. All right, I'm going to give you a few minutes and then we're going to go through this. And compare for you, did you get a sign-in sheet? You guys can work together and answer the question.
The signing sheet.
Sign-in sheet is where?
That's all fine.
Such a lovely boy, part of you. Such a lovely boy, and part of you. Last night, I found something
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
If you guys work together, one can look here.
How many days?
No, I need that too. Is that what it is? I've seen the little hair hanging off, but I'm like,
Yes.
This water number do you call for information? I think the number. Call? No.
Number 6. What number do you call for information on the trip to Hollywood? So, Hollywood. Which one is that? Trip to Hollywood.
No, number call GJS. This
Look on your phone. Open your phone.
this.
Yeah.
yeah, but we're not looping them all together, right?
Which one is phone?
Each side.
This one here. Keep that.
One's gonna have a plug.
Pat. See that? T. I. 4. C. 2. Each number has 3 letters. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
I know some of you are still working, but let's go back here and we'll do this together. Okay, we'll start up here. Omar,
Yeah.
start us off with number 1.
Number one. How many bedrooms does the house have?
The house.
The house.
Yeah.
3.
Okay. We all have that? What is the abbreviation for bedroom on here?
3 bags.
Three bed.
What is the abbreviation?
BD.
BD. Okay, next one, Saeed.
What numbers would you call if you needed a place to live? 555 7612.
Anyone add to that?
Question about if you need a place to live. House for rent, 555 76 13.
Now, on these kind of questions, when it says, what numbers? What numbers?
Phone number,
That's one number. If I said, what is your phone number? One phone number. 248-298-6760. That is one phone number. If I said to you, what numbers do you have where I can call you? Cell phone, house phone, family phone, numbers. Single number, single phone, more than one. So the clue here is that there's going to be more than one number, is that it says what numbers. So we have house for rent. What else do we have?
And available maybe.
Available.
Yes.
Is that a house? Is that a house?
yep,
Yes.
Is it a house?
apartment.
Apartment. Yes, CAPT. Hey, that's a good deal, $450 a month.
Yes,
Not bad.
so good.
Okay, Shitangchuan, number 3.
Can add anything?
Film. Nope, film. Don't make that M sound, just film. Film. Okay. Who can attend?
Everyone welcome.
Everyone. So the answer is everyone.
Everyone, yes.
Number 4, Sala.
Where is the garage?
Wait.
What's the answer?
Number what? Number 2?
Number 4.
Number 2 is
House for rent,
the house for rent number, which is 555-7613, and the available apartment, 921-6091. 2 numbers.
2 numbers.
That's confusing because if I said, when I say numbers, I think of 1, 3, 5, 7, those are numbers. But we're talking here about information. Give me your number. If I said, please give me your number, what would you say?
1 number.
Your phone number.
Yeah.
Number 4,
Yeah.
Sala.
Where is the grand opening? The grand opening. Center of income.
Saturday.
Supermarket.
Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
Grand opening
You could have two answers to this.
corner of Lincoln.
Where is place?
What the
Not
Corner
time.
of Link Flow.
So if you said at the supermart, okay, but where is the supermart?
Corner of Lincoln. 3, 44.
Lincoln 44.
Okay, do you see that little symbol between Lincoln and the 4?
Look.
That's an and.
And
Corner of Lincoln and
40.
44th. Either street or avenue. That's a where. The important thing here to remember is not a time, but it's a place. And number 5, Michelle.
What is the day of the grand opening? November 21.
Very good. November 21 and 22. Now remember, it said date. If you said Saturday and Sunday, November 21 and 22, that's good. But if you just said Saturday and Sunday, no good. Those are days, not dates. Zenith, number, where are we? 6.
What number do you call for information on the trip to Europe? T-I-K-T-E-T-F.
Ticket.
No, number.
Number.
8, 4, 2, 5, 3, 8, 7.
Good? You'd have to look on your phone to get this, unless you memorize it. You know that, on your keypad, each number has 3 letters. Okay? Yes?
This.
Okay, next one. 7.
When can you call about the refrigerator? After 5 years.
Very good. After 5.
Where is the film on watching
Wait. Parenting.
parenting?
Up, hold on.
Parenting.
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 Parenting. Washington.
Auditorium.
Where?
Auditorium.
Washington.
The auditorium.
Washington what?
Washington. Washington. Hague. BTA.
Hold on. There's a name there. Washington High.
Yeah.
What does that mean? High what?
BTA. BTA.
What does high stand for?
High school.
When?
High school.
High school. Yes. Before I taught here, I taught at Hamtramck High, meaning high school.
BTA. Change high school.
What's that?
This, this,
PTA stands for Parent Teacher Association. It's a group of people that meet, parents who meet at the school to talk about things for the kids. PTA. Remember the word we had yesterday, parent? Are you a parent? Means mother or father of a child. Parent. Parenting means the things you do to take care of kids. Parenting. Parenting. Number 92. When?
May 30.
What?
May 30.
May 15.
30. May 30.
May 13.
30.
May
13.
30.
May 13th. You could say May 30th, but make sure it doesn't sound like 13. What is a senior citizen?
Oldest man.
How old? 100?
55 and over.
65 of.
Number 10, Sumitra.
What number do you call to take a used car or a motorcycle? 345 3050.
Very good. I want you to look at that used motorcycle for sale or trade. Be careful when you are giving numbers on the telephone. If people ask you for numbers, that you say them one at a time. And many people will say 3050. That is not an O. It's a 0. Okay? 0. Number 11, Sahan?
11.
11.
Who can take the bus trip to Hollywood? Seniors 55 and over.
Very good. Seniors 55 and over. So if I ask the question, can people 80 years old go on this trip? What would you say, yes or no?
Seniors.
Can a person 85 years old go on this trip?
Yes.
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 What I said,
Over 55.
can a person 50 years old go on this trip?
No.
Yes, exactly.
50 years.
Okay? 55 plus? Yes.
55.
Below 55?
No.
No. Okay, and back up here, Omar, number 12.
Why will you call
Now,
one?
sure.
Yeah, 921 60991. How well is the apartment? One bedroom and one bathroom.
Why? Not why, but why?
How well is the apartment?
What? Why? Why would you call?
Because of rent.
For rent.
To find out about the apartment, to rent. A couple things here. The big one in the center, it says supermart. What is a supermart?
Superboard.
What is a mart?
Mark. Play.
A mart is a big market.
Big mark.
Supermarket, yeah. It comes from the word market. It can be food, could be other things as well, a market. And what is a grand opening? What does that mean? Grand,
Grand opening.
Rent.
big, big opening. Down here drawing for $100 gift certificate. What does that mean? A drawing? A picture? A drawing? Nope.
Drawing.
What is a drawing? Anyone idea?
Drawing. Not picture, it is from hand.
Many people, many places will do this. When you go in, you get a ticket. It has a number on it. Say, I have number 507.
Ah, this like.
And I keep part of it. It says 507, and I put it in a box. And then at the end of the day, someone will go in and pick out a number, and they say, oh, 507. I won.
Lottery.
Like a lottery, but it's called a drawing. The word draw, usually we mean, I'm going to draw a picture.
Yes.
But the word draw also means to take something from.
Draw.
Do you have money in the bank? You withdraw your money.
Draw.
You put it in, or you take it out. Withdraw means take it out. Okay. There was another one in here. Down at the bottom on the right, it says auditorium. You see that word?
Where?
Bottom right, Washington High School. Auditorium, what is an auditorium?
Big hall.
A big hall.
Alcohol.
And it comes from the word audio. Do you see that?
Yes.
A-U-D?
Yes.
That's the abbreviation for auditorium, A-U-D. It means a big room where you can hear and see people do things.
Yes.
A big one. Anything else on here? I think we have that covered. Oh, look down here for seniors 55 and older. It says bus trip includes. What does that word includes? Includes.
Have something.
It means part of it. Includes. So if I said, I'm going to the restaurant for dinner, it costs $10. That includes your coffee and salad. Comes with, includes. No extra cost. So if I said to you, I have an apartment you can rent, you don't have to pay gas, you don't have to pay electric or water. I could say, utilities are included, part of, no extra fee. If it said, utilities not included, what does that mean? Not included.
Separate.
Separate, you pay electric, you pay gas, you pay water. Not included. Okay, I think we did that. For that motorcycle, what does that mean, trade? What does that mean, trade? Trade. It says for sale or trade.
Trade.
What's the difference between sale and trade?
If you want change,
Yes, to change. So for example, this guy has a used motorcycle. He says, you give me money, I give it to you. Or maybe you give me another motorcycle, I give you this one. trade. Trade means like buy and sell, but it also means you can use something to trade, exchange, right. Okay, I think we covered that. Before I take this down, I want to show you, this is a map of southeastern Michigan. Here's Michigan. Can you see it upside down?
Peninsula.
Upside down, yep, peninsula of Michigan. And this yellow down here, right here, that means where the city is. That's us. And they made it look like this. So you can see here, bump, 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 bump. Okay, all squared off, little chunks. Not all of them. Notice that here we have expressways, we have highways, we have different highways and roads that don't follow that. On here, old-fashioned maps, it's got letters and numbers. So if you're looking for something and it gives you the code to find it on a flat map like this, you can. So for example, I'm looking at Hamtramck right here. I can tell where it is on the map. This one, on this side, it tells you where it is. So Hamtramck would be, right here, I go up, 11, and the number E. E11. E11. And then you look around and can find it. The other thing that's on here, right over here, map explanation. Explanation. What is an explanation? Tells you how to read things. So for example, I want to know, what are these blue ones? What are these red ones? It'll tell me here. I want to know these little symbols. It says here a little triangle, a green triangle. Let's see, here's one. If I can find one. Oh, here, I like this one better. A big green H. What is that? Hotel? Well, I'm not sure. Maybe hotel, horses, H. So I look over here and it says, oh, H. Green H. Hospital. And those are symbols. By the way, on most maps, if you see a green arrow, or not a triangle like that, it means a rest stop, bathrooms off the highway. So these are symbols. This says map explanation, but it might also say map key. You know key?
Yes.
It tells you how to get into the map. So old-fashioned maps would say map key. Let's see. Dearborn. Let's find. Do we all know Dearborn?
Yes.
It says Dearborn is E9. E 9. Right next to Dearborn is another place called Dearborn Heights. Yes. Dearborn Heights. Dearborn Heights is its own city next to Dearborn. Back to names again. Sterling Heights, do you see that?
Yes.
Clinton, TWP.
Township.
Township. Chesterfield, TWP. Township. Down here, usually a place that has townships were from when there were farms and not many people, not towns or cities. Okay, just a little bit on our map. I'll leave that right now. Let's go over here. We're going to talk about Florida oranges. Anybody here like oranges? Yes, mix them up. Okay, let's read this together. Saeed, you want to start us off?
Florida oranges. When the Spanish came to Florida around 1500, they brought orange trees with them. The orange from these trees were not like the ones we enjoy today. They were small and short.
Sour.
We must thank
Liu Jimgong.
Chinese.
and immigrant from China for the development of sweet oranges and other citrus fruit in Florida.
Florida. What is the word sour? What does that mean? It's a taste.
Lime.
Lime, vinegar, lemons, citrus.
Sour cream.
Citrus are all those fruits that are very similar. Grapefruit, limes, lemons,
Sour cream.
sour. It's a taste. You have certain taste buds
Sour.
on your tongue. You can taste salty, you can taste bitter, you can taste sour, you can taste sweet. There's another one I can't think of. Sour. We all know Florida.
Florida.
Remember Christopher
Columbus?
Columbus?
Yes.
He came across, and what did he bring with him? Ta-da! Oranges. Yeah, that too. But today, I'm talking about oranges. But what did they taste like? So, just a little bit of history that why was it so important to have citrus for people like Christopher Columbus? Why? So that they could have a nice glass of orange juice? Why? Men who traveled on these ships in the ocean did not have lettuce and bok choy and green vegetables. They had bread, 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 bread. And if you don't have green vegetables, you get this disease called scurvy. Scurvy, it's nasty. And your body needs vegetables. Your body needs something with acid, like in citrus fruit. And the ones that they would take would be limes. Do you know limes? And when you eat a lime, it's very sour. But if you need it to live, you're going to eat those. So they brought these trees with them. So, second paragraph, Shua.
Blue James Bond lived on a farm in Kenton, China until he was 12 years old. Around 1870, he came to America with his uncle. He lived in San Francisco among many Chinese immigrants. 3 years later, he moved to Massachusetts and started working at a factory. He became friends with his English teacher, Miss Annie Burlingame. He loved in
His life.
life in America because of Miss Pania. In 1877, he became an
American citizen. So you have to remember, where's he from? China. Here's California, and across the ocean
China.
is China, and Japan, and many people along this coast. Now those of you that were here, we talked about this. He came to San Francisco. Why did so many people from Asia come? Why? Why did they come?
Because this ship.
Why? Not how.
From where?
From China and
Because there was war, national war.
there was, but why did they come here?
California, big money.
Port City.
What was it?
Job.
Yeah, that was that too, but San Francisco was where they discovered gold.
Gold. Yes.
Remember? The
Yeah.
gold rush. That was in 1849, but then, after the gold rush, they started saying, people want to go out here and get gold. Railroad. They built the railroads. The railroads went through here. And who worked on the railroad? Who worked on the railroad?
Migrants.
Immigrants from China and from Japan. Yes. And so this guy, it's a story about him. So he went from San Francisco to Boston, Massachusetts, where he met this woman working in a factory. So, Sala, next paragraph.
At 26, you became ill with tropical
Tuberculosis.
tuberculosis, a lung disease.
A lung disease.
A lung disease. and had moved to a warm
Climate.
climate. Miss Fanny told him to go to Florida, where she her sister owned orange groves.
Orange groves.
Orange groves.
Leo started to work there and soon developed orange that were very sweet and juicy. They were also strong, so they didn't die. When there was a frost about this time, Miss Fanny died and left that orange groves to Leo.
Bashir?
This is new kind of orange was exactly what of Florida orange growers needed in one month.
Wait, when did we say that year? 1911.
Law received the weather silver needed from the American
Homological.
Swissy for his work. This was the first time a medal was given for a citrus fruit.
Citrus fruit.
Citrus fruit. He was a kind and generous man. He never became rich. Low died in 1995. Today the low grown orange is still growing in Florida.
So,
How Leo?
I'm not sure. Liu or Lu, I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Florida is famous for its oranges. Texas, oranges. California, oranges. In Europe, Spain, Spanish oranges. Morocco, along the Mediterranean, lots of orange trees. So Florida oranges, if you go to the grocery store and buy a bottle of orange juice, probably it's from Florida oranges. All right, let's turn this page over. And up here are words for today: sour, which is a taste, sour; citrus; lung; climate; grove. A grove is a group of trees of the same kind. Orange grove. Orange trees, orange trees, orange trees. Developed. It's not an ED sound, it's developed. Juicy and frost. Zainab, you want to take number one?
Is a place where orange trees grow. Develop.
A, developed. Developed is a verb, past tense. It has to be a thing. A,
What? Grove.
grove. A grove. Grove.
So the
Okay, Kusama, number two.
When the temperature goes below freezing, there is usually climate.
frost.
Frost. Remember frost?
Yep.
It's like when you open up your freezer and you see like snow in there, that's called frost.
Orange with the sweet liquid
Liquid
inside
Inside.
inside are said to be
Juicy.
sour.
Juicy.
Juice.
Liquid is juice. If I want an orange juice, it's the liquid. Orange juice.
Juicy. Juice.
Juicy is the adjective.
Yeah.
It is a juicy orange. Has lots of juice in it. Okay, next one. Nitu.
Oranges belong to the
So,
Citrus.
Citrus. Citrus family. Oranges. See you Monday. Yes, but we won't. Citrus, grapefruit, oranges, limes, lemons, citrus. Okay, Sumitra,
before the gin from Florida, orange, I am not sweet but so
sour.
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 Two sounds. Sour. Sour. Is it sour or is it sweet?
Sour.
Sirhan, number 6.
Tuberculosis. Tuberculosis is a disease of the
Lungs.
lungs or lung. Lungs.
Lung.
The lung.
Yeah. Lungs.
Lung.
Number 7, Ifkar.
Climate, describe the types of the weather you have.
Very good. Climate and weather very close. Back up here, Omar. It's got to be a verb. Developed. Yes. Sweet orange. Developed. Not it's not developed, it's developed. Let's go down here to the bottom. Read number 1, Saeed.
What is a fruit that is not juicy?
Not juicy.
Not juicy.
What is a fruit that is not juicy? Can you think of one? Not juicy. How about banana? Not juicy. I don't know.
Juice.
It's mushy, but not juicy.
Banana.
How about number 2? Shitajua?
Citrus family. Can you name
Citrus family.
citrus?
What did we talk about today?
Orange.
Oranges. What else?
Lemon.
The yellow one.
Yellow one, yeah.
Lemon.
Lemon.
The green one.
Apple.
Looks like a lemon, but it's green.
Yellow.
Lime.
Lime.
Lime. How about the big yellow one?
Mango.
Grapefruit. Do you know grapefruit?
Angur.
Do you know grapefruit? Grapefruit.
Yeah.
I don't know why they call it grape. because it doesn't look like a grape. I think it's, the Spanish name is Pomodoro. Pomodoro. I think, I have to look that up. Number 3, Bashar.
What other than disease can you name?
Diseases.
Diseases can you name?
Diseases.
What's another disease? Very common.
Asthma.
Asthma. Asthma.
Hey,
Very common. Lung disease. Number 4.
what is
Go ahead.
What is the difference? What is the difference between?
I don't know. What is difference between sweet and sour? What is different?
Sweet. Sour.
Not sweet.
Sugar.
It's actually,
Tasty.
you have, did you ever do this with your teachers? Where they use a little stick and touch certain parts of your tongue?
Oh,
Certain parts of your tongue can taste salt.
so,
Certain parts of your tongue can taste sweet. Certain parts sour and bitter.
Sweet.
Not the whole thing, it's different parts of your tongue. Number 5, who is next? Kutsuma?
What is
Course.
Orange trees grow in
Groves.
where else do trees grow together?
What do we call the place where trees grow?
forest.
Forest. Forest. You could also say jungle. No? No jungle?
Jungles live animals.
Yeah, gotta have animals in the jungle.
Trees are just forest.
And number 6, last one.
What is the difference between climate and time
Temperature.
Temperature.
We do this every day. What is the temperature?
Today,
51 Fahrenheit.
It's a number.
51.
Fahrenheit.
Weather is the temperature and conditions of today. But the climate is over time. Over time. Have a good weekend. We will see you Monday. My sign-in sheet.
What about our test weather? What about our test result?
She didn't call me back.
Oh, what's today?
That's right. We need to know about our.
That's yesterday.
No. That's no, man. Full of it, no. You got me wrong, bro. What is called? I think. Let's go.
What's that? It must be here somewhere. We'll get it Monday. I'll be signing on Monday. Okay. That's the last, that's yesterday.
مرتبة كراسي عند طلاب
Wonder if Salah could- Okay, don't worry about it. We'll do another one on Monday, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Just take it anywhere, I went to the bathroom and get a look.
나 사랑을 보내고. 호텔에 문다 그래.